Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of the Multiverse Report. Tonight, we're talking about the season finale, Marvel's Secret Invasion, from one dumb thing to another dumb thing, and everywhere in between. My name is Mike Gibson. With me as always, Steve Haller. What's up, Steve?
Yes. You
Yeah.
encapsulated it.
Yeah.
This is the definition of a show that had potential through 2 episodes, some promise through 3, and then just completely lost the plot in 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, man. I am not, you know this from doing a podcast with me for over 2 years, but I'm not somebody that I don't like to really shit on things.
Mhm.
If I don't like something, I'll say that I don't like it, but I don't want to dwell. I'd rather talk about stuff that I'm excited about. I want to be excited about things. I usually give things the benefit of the doubt when I shouldn't, even, going into them, shows,
Yep.
movies. This show is a piece of shit, man. This show sucked. Just sucked. Like you said, wasted potential.
Yep.
Left and right.
And
just not delivering on anything.
Sounds a lot of good acting in a really shit show.
Yes. I don't know the guy that played Gravik. I'm forgetting his name.
Kingsley Benadir.
Great acting in this last episode for sure. Although it was edited weird, it kept jumping. It would have been super. If it had been an all one take, it would have been super powerful scene. But it kept cutting around it. Just stay on his face the whole time, or stay on a 2-shot of the two. It would have been amazing. Whatever, they didn't do that.
No.
So we get the reveal. I mean, there's only one thing that happens in this show, right? We get the reveal of the Super Skrull.
We've created a new most powerful being in the entire universe.
Yep.
With nothing. What?
Yeah. Yep. Super Skrull versus Super Skrull, I guess, because they're in the machine together.
Yeah.
So they both get the power. One, I thought you spent a long time in this episode watching Samuel L. Jackson stumble and cough and limp his way into a radiated nuclear facility in Russia, taking these protective pills or whatever. We got a lot of shots of him stumbling his way into that room, only to find out that it's not really him and that it's Gaia the whole time. Did you have to do all that stumbling and faking it outside?
She had to sell it.
Where's the logic there? I guess, but I don't know. It was shitty to make us watch all that. You know what I mean? Cut it out. I don't know.
What was a 37-minute finale? What?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I knew I was I should be worried.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Oh, this is really because you got to figure that's 32 minutes plus credits.
Yeah. Yep. So Gaia and Gravik have this big fight where they're just changing the look of their arms basically to other things.
And there was nothing about that fight that had me, enthralled or tied into anything.
Yeah. At no point was I excited to see them using a new power or a new arm or whatever. I stopped even trying to figure. At first, I was like, okay, that's Drax's arm, and this is whatever. And then after a while, I was like, I don't care. I don't care who they're using. It's I don't put the effort into this show to analyze, to pause and I'm not. Right. Who cares?
I've already put too much effort into this show from what we saw.
Yeah. Yep. And so it's a pretty lackluster fight, and Gaia wins and kills him. And
supposedly,
my question is,
but Extremis we've seen through the whole thing.
Yep.
Why the hell didn't that just save him?
Yep. Yeah. How is he dead?
Because the plot called for it?
Yes. Because we saw him get stabbed through the hand and pull his hand out and fix itself, no problem. Now he gets run through the chest and he can't fix himself. Literally the same injury, like just getting pierced with something. That's it. Stupid. Nick Fury talks to his wife, and at first she says no, and then she says, "I'm not going to go with you," and then she shows up. Like that was the scene at the house was the dumbest. Like, cut that out. It doesn't make any sense to have that there if she's just going to show up later. Like, just have her show up at the airfield and get on the shit. Then it would have been more if we hadn't seen her 2 seconds ago.
Right, like showing up at the airfield, legit. Like, you're supposed to feel something during that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It was like crickets for me.
Yeah, maybe if I hadn't seen her 30 seconds previously in the same episode, I might have been like, "Oh, cool, it's his wife." I would have been surprised, but I wasn't surprised. I knew exactly who it was. Exactly. And like, what was the other thing I was gonna say? I felt like every scene in this show, the entire series, every scene is two characters, or one character walking up to another character, having the most important conversation of their lives, and then it cuts to another scene where one character walks up to another character and has the most important conversation of their life without any kind of like small talk or characterization or build up. And like Nick Fury walks into his house, sees his wife, he's like, "I'm going back to space. Do you want to come with me or not?" He's like, "No." "Okay, goodbye," and walks away. Like, what? They don't hug? They don't kiss? What is going on?
Right.
What?
There's nothing.
What? Nothing. Stupid. The show's dumb. The show is dumb. So my question, sorry, do you have you looking like someone has a chat thing?
No.
What are you looking at? Oh, okay.
I was setting up post on our prior show.
Okay.
To give you a view behind the curtain. But no, from the chat we did get a couple of comments from Brian Rollins, who
What's up, Brian? Thanks for hanging out.
Seems to be very in line with where we're at.
He was last week also.
Yeah, and I quote, "They didn't care or put any effort in. Why should we?"
Great. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like they phoned it. I guess one thing I'm trying to figure out: how in the holy hell is this a $212 million budget?
Yeah, dude.
Did Sam Jackson take like 125 off the top, and then they made the rest of the show, or what?
I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of well-known actors in this show. You got Samuel L. Jackson, you got Don Cheadle, you got Amelia Clark.
Yep.
You got Ben Mendelsohn.
Olivia
And
Colman.
you got Dermot Mulroney.
Yep.
Or is that Dylan McDermott? Dylan Mulroney is the president, right? Dylan Mulroney. Dylan McDermott's the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like a classic confusion, and I swore I wasn't gonna do it, and I did. Nothing I could do about it. Those are all like names, you know. And you got guest stars. You got Kobe Smulders. You got Martin Freeman. Like
Dermot Mulroney.
You know,
yes.
Dermot Mulroney. Yeah, that's what I thought. I immediately second guessed myself. So none of those people are cheap. Plus, you know, I think there were a lot of reshoots, and you have like effects. So I guess it balloons up, but like over $200 million. My question coming out of this is, how bad is Echo? If this is the show that they didn't look at and say, we got to drop this.
Yep.
How bad is Echo? I feel like it can't possibly be. I think if Echo is worse than Secret Invasion, they should not release. I can't imagine that it's worse. I can't imagine. It's going to have Matt Murdock in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what? Of course, you know, rewind the clock back 6 months ago, and I'll be like, it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it. How bad could Secret Invasion be? You know,
right. You got look at all these people. Hell,
yeah.
You even had, as mentioned in the chat, you had Christopher McDonald as well, Shooter McGavin himself.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He probably took at least $100 million, right, to get him.
Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives enough?
Yep. So anyway, I don't know. I can't imagine that Echo is as bad as pointless, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it could be worse, but it could still be more fun. Like, this show wasn't even fun bad.
Okay. I'll give you that.
You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't even, and it wasn't even trying something really all that new. Like, you know, there's people that didn't like the Ms. Marvel show. You and I liked it. But part of the reason that I liked it so much, like it's not I don't think it's a perfect show. They've put out better Marvel shows than Ms. Marvel, but it was radically different. It looked different. It felt different than any other Marvel thing that I've seen. Same with She-Hulk. She-Hulk was radically different, a different style, a different tone, and I was like, yes, this is something new and cool, a new corner of this universe. And Secret Invasion is just trying to be Winter Soldier and failing miserably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
right.
I don't know what
That's-
else to say. I think I saw some people online saying that this would have been better if it was a movie. And I think we touched on this last week too when we were talking about it. Or we said that there should be more like actual Avengers in this. Like it should be really like
actual
I don't know
Secret
who to
Invasion
trust.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, and I agree with these people that were saying that, like if it was an Avengers film and we legitimately didn't know if Captain Marvel or if Rhodey or whoever was going to come out as a Skrull, that would have been way more interesting. But they can't do that because then they have to say, okay, well, then when did Bucky become a Skrull? Was he a Skrull during Falcon Winter Soldier? And people are saying that now because like the director of Secret Invasion said that Rhodey has been a Skrull since Captain America Civil War.
Which, I mean, yeah, that basically diminishes the entirety of the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, it
and,
undermines
like,
a lot of the emotional stuff that he had, scenes that he had with Tony when Tony's dying. Like all that stuff is just like, oh, it's not even really him. What's that?
Even his thing with Nebula.
Yes. Like any kind of emotional beat he has is undermined by it not being him anymore. So that's stupid. So that I get why they probably thought they couldn't do that in the movies. But I think they could have probably figured out a way to make it better. Yeah. Or I don't know. This is an example of like Marvel, if you're not going to do something that's going to crush it, then don't do it. You're like, you are killing yourselves. You're putting out so much crap that no one cares about anymore. Yeah. Like you are losing it. You're losing it. If it's not solid gold, don't make it. Yeah.
Crazy. But here we are.
Secret Invasion. Here we are. What's the next thing? Is it Loki or is Echo come out first? I don't remember.
Ahsoka. I don't give a shit beyond then.
Yeah, Ahsoka. A month from now, we'll be watching Ahsoka.
Yeah. That'll make all of us happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'll take more Star Wars shows because Star Wars show, like the difference, I think part of the reason that Marvel struggles is that all their stuff takes place in the same time period.
Yeah.
Star Wars is jumping all over the map and has created this large timeline for themselves.
Yep.
Where they can plug holes and put separate adventures in different times and not interfere with each other. Marvel's constantly worried about their continuity.
Yep.
And it's their own fault. They're in a web of their making. Stuck in a web of their own making.
Not to be confused with a Sony web.
You know what? Sometimes it is confused with the Sony web because they do dumb things like put the villains from the Sony movies into the MCU and then make that a whole weird thing where is that where Tom Holland's going to get the black symbiote from? Because that was a post-credit scene of No Way Home. And then how do they explain that? That's stupid.
Very stupid. But
yep.
Here we are. We're living in
stupid. Here we are talking about Secret Invasion.
All right.
But not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Let's stop talking about Secret Invasion.
Let's stop talking about it. Let's agree.
And we should tell people to go to their podcatcher of choice and like and subscribe and review us.
Yes.
Nice 5-star with a description or review on Apple Podcasts would help out greatly. We'll read it out on the show. You can hear your own comment back.
Yeah.
Within reason. If it's excessively lewd, then we probably will still read it. But
yeah, we might edit it a little bit.
But yeah, check us out there. Check us out on YouTube. Feel free to like, subscribe, and ring the bell is subscribe, I believe. But no, that's for notifications to let you know when we go live, which will most of the time be at 9:30 on Sundays. Usually starting with the recap episode and then going into any specifics beyond that. For Ahsoka, I would assume we are going to want to do something in addition. We'll let you know as that gets closer. Beyond that, feel free to check us out, themultiverseport.com, themultiverseport@gmail.com, and Multiverse Report on all your Twitters, all your socials.
No, not on your Twitters. Yeah.
Well, Twitter doesn't exist anymore, so we're fine. It's
Yeah,
some
we're weaning
Unicode
ourselves.
symbol.
We're not gonna. You're not gonna see us on Twitter too much.
Yeah.
It's out on Facebook and Instagram for the time being. And well, I was questioning today whether I should create a TikTok, but I don't know if I have the energy for that. So
I think I created one and just never have posted anything.
Oh, cool.
That might have been the only time I've downloaded TikTok in my life.
Well, don't give me the information on it unless I ask for it, because
Okay.
I don't want to just get sucked into the world of TikTok without preparing myself for that.
Understandable.
But anyway, yeah, do all those things that Steve said. We appreciate you. Thanks, Brian in the chat. If there's anyone else in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate that. Your commentary, always fun. And we'll see you in the multiverse.